Hey, what's up guys? So welcome to the world of unicycling. As you can see, it is one of my favorite pastimes. So today I'm just going to introduce you to a few different types of unicycles and give you a short little lesson on how to get started. Number one, I suggest grabbing a helmet in case you go flying backwards, which you shouldn't. I'll teach you how not to. This is a 20-inch unicycle. This is a Torker LX. I suggest that you start on a small wheel, such as a 20-inch, possibly a 24. But these bigger wheels start to get a little too big for the start. Then next, I stepped up to a 29-inch. This is a Nimbus 29. As you can see, it's got the knobby tires. This is what I like to go off-roading with, aka mountain unicycling or Muni. This next one is a 36-inch. Now the 36-inch is going to be pretty impossible for you to learn from the start, but once you get used to the smaller wheels, you can step up to this guy, which is my commuter. This is a Nimbus Oracle. Once you get used to a 36, it is glorious to ride. You go really fast and go right over the bumps. It's a lot of fun. The next guy over here is the giraffe. This is a ton of fun, a little daunting to start, but it's actually not as difficult to ride as you would think it is, because it really is just a 20-inch wheel, just tall. Alright, so to get started, now that you have your 20-inch or your 24-inch, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the seat is at the right height. Now on a 20-inch, the seat should be about at hip height here. And to double check to make sure it's at the right height, what you should do is when you bring the seat into you, you want to make sure that you can straighten your leg. Okay? Once your seat is at the right height, the hardest part, the very beginning, is really just learning how to sit on it and feel comfortable there before you start moving. So to get started, you're going to want to find a pole or a railing, a wall, or a friend. Works pretty well too. It'd be good to have a friend with you also, even if you have a pole like this, so you could use their shoulder. Now to get on the unicycle, what you're going to want to do is make sure that the pedals are flat like this, so that they're parallel to the ground. Now, if they were like this is the most insecure position because you have no leverage to move the wheel back and forth. It's just going to move on its own. So you want to get the pedals flat like that. And to choose which foot you're going to put on a pedal first, I suggest just having a friend just push you from behind and see which foot goes out first. That's going to help you find which foot is your dominant foot. So now that you know which is your dominant foot, pedals parallel, and you want to bring the seat into your body and push down on the pedal. When you push down on the pedal, it pushes the wheel back towards you, so that when you push your weight into it, it's not going to go anywhere. Alright? So now we're at that point. You have your friend, you got to pull, and you want to stand up straight with your back straight, and then just jump forward a little bit and try and get your foot directly onto that pedal. Okay? And there we go. Alright. So now that you're up, you just want to get used to sitting on it first. It's going to be a little wonky at first. You want to make sure that your spine kind of feels like an extension of the seat post. You want to make sure that your eyes are looking forward and not down. If you're looking down, you tend to lean forward, curve your spine. It gets doesn't work so well. So you're just going to want to push back and forth, get used to moving the wheel around. Now once you get used to that, you're just going to go along with the railing or the pole or your friend, and then start to pedal forward. It's not going to be as easy as it looks here. It might look a little bit more like this, and you get all twisted, turn, and then you'll fall like that. But don't get discouraged. It's like that for everyone in the beginning. And just keep trying. It takes about 10 hours of practice before you're going to be riding off. Okay, so I also wanted to show you how to railing because it is very useful, and I'll show you why. So once you're going along, you're probably having a little trouble. It's really good because you're going to have your left hand or your right hand to start, and then you can just turn around and then use your other hand to balance. Get used to this. This is really good because there's a wall and that, right? And you're going to go back and forth a bunch of times, and you can let go a few times, and once you're used to pedaling once or twice where you actually let go, you just get to the end of the railing and then just keep going and then probably fall. So now I assume that you have gotten very used to riding around and you've been using the railing or a pole or a friend to get up, and you want to try and be able to get on your unicycle without something around you. And that's where you are going to learn how to free mount. Now, same thing where you still use your dominant leg to start, just like if you had something. And really the trick is to get your foot up very quickly and to keep the pressure on this back pedal. So you're just gonna get used to pushing down on this back pedal, or pushing the wheel into you like you normally would, and just lean forward a bit and get used to the unicycle not going anywhere, right? And once you do that a few times, you look at the pedal, see where it is, and then just immediately start pedaling. So if you don't immediately start pedaling, it's not going to work. Alright, so it's giraffe time. Now, I assume that you already know how to ride a 20-inch. You've spent a little bit of time messing around with other unicycles, and you want to go a little taller. So, like I mentioned earlier, a giraffe is actually not as difficult as it looks, because it really just is a 20-inch wheel. If you're very comfortable on a 20-inch unicycle, you're going to be able to do this. The first time, it's a little daunting at the height. It doesn't look that high from the ground, but once you're up here for the first time, it does seem a little daunting. So I would suggest you wear a helmet, just in case, fall back, don't want to land on your head from 5 feet. So, at this point, you all are already going to have to know how to free mount. So I assume that you know how to do that. So it's really just the same. You just want to find something like I have in this parking lot. These columns are perfect. Anything will do. So you're ready. You already know how to free mount, so I don't need to explain that again. And just hop on and go. You actually have a lot more time to make adjustments at this height, because you don't tip as quickly. It's a lot of fun. And to dismount, all you're going to do is grab the handle in front of you. It's easiest to let the wheel go in front of you and dismount backwards, just like this.